Let's now get into the key takeaways from what all unfolded today at the AI India Impact Summit, with Prime Minister Modi and other world leaders, including the French president, participating in that grand conclave. This summit has brought back India's innovation in focus, with exhibitors putting on a range of AI-driven initiatives on display. For instance, deep tech startup developing a smart helmet, which seeks to improve coordination with blue-collared workforce. It has dual cameras, two-way communication, live feed, and body monitoring sensors to ensure that the status of a particular project can be tracked centrally. India is also leveraging AI to boost its defense capabilities. The summit featured a smart drone, which has been created by students from the lovely professional university in collaboration with the Indian Army. Crucially, it does not need a runway to take off and land. It is equipped with cameras whose live feed can be accessed at the base station. It can carry up to 9 to 10 kilograms of payload, including medical equipment and ammunition. It is being used by the Indian Army. Another key innovation that garnered a lot of attention: a group of students pursuing bachelors in food technology have come up with a spinach fortified premix, and that can be used to make methi parathas, for example, which can last for nearly 8 months. Usually such dishes have an expiry date of barely 1 to 2 days. The students used AI optimization tools to add specific ingredients to their mixture. It's a healthy snack as well, as it contains concentrated form of iron and dehydrated spinach. In terms of education as well, AI playing a vital role. Education company also introducing a class map, an AI-based assessment tool. Essentially, teachers can upload photos of answer sheets written by students, and AI can check the answers instantly and produce the result sheet. This innovation can also help reduce the burden on teachers in some cases, who spend considerable time in assessment-related work. This initiative also pinpoints areas in which students are lagging behind. AI is now also being used to enhance road safety in the country. A firm showcased its Dash Cab application at the summit. It transforms smartphones into smart driving companions by enabling live tracking, pothole detection, fatigue alerts, and SOS support. Overall, this app helps boost individual safety through a single platform. NATO members have moved troops, warships, and aircraft to northern Germany to showcase Steadfast Dart, dubbed as NATO's biggest drills of 2026. These drills are taking place across Central Europe, and currently Germany is taking the lead. Militaries of 13 nations are participating in that operation, in fact, with about 10,000 personnel. However, NATO's largest member, the US, is not taking part. The exercises are underway as Russia's war on Ukraine is moving on to its 5th year now. Participants include Italy, Greece, Germany, the Czech Republic, Spain, Lithuania, Estonia, Turkey, with support from France, Belgium, Poland, the UK, and the Netherlands. The US is not providing troops and equipment for the drills. Military officers saying this is coincidental and not due to political tensions within the NATO. The purpose of this exercise is for the European militaries to basically show that they can react swiftly and together in defense of the alliance. And the German defense minister has said that maneuvers demonstrate the NATO's unity and operational readiness.
We are investing and procuring more. We also train together as NATO allies, and Germany is assuming its responsibility in this regard. The message to our NATO partners is clear. NATO can rely on Germany as a key hub.
The exercises started last month. They included live training, amphibious maneuvers, rehearsals bringing together land, air, maritime, special operations, cyber, and other enabling forces. They are also a test for the NATO's ability to rapidly deploy and integrate forces and equipment from different countries, and to reinforce NATO assets in Central Europe. As many as 17 naval assets were on shore during an amphibious landing exercise at the Baltic. And these include amphibious landing ships, frigates, anti-mine vessels, over 20 aircraft, including Eurofighter 2000, F-16 jets, and others are taking part. Armored infantry fighting vehicles, light tanks and troops were also in action on the ground. Does Instagram deliberately harm young people? Is Meta doing enough to help those impacted? These questions are being asked as Mark Zuckerberg was at the receiving end of questions as he testified at a trial in the US. The Meta CEO appeared in connection with a lawsuit filed by a 19-year-old woman from California, reportedly, against tech giants Meta, TikTok, YouTube, and Snap, reportedly. And she claimed to have been addicted to these companies' platforms at a young age because of their attention-grabbing design, allegedly. The petitioner is seeking to hold these companies accountable, as she has blamed them for fueling her depression and suicidal thoughts, reportedly. Snap and TikTok have already reached an out-of-court settlement with the petitioner, as per reports. During the hearing, the Meta CEO sidestepped the central question of whether Instagram is addictive. However, he made one big admission that should matter to just about every social media user out there. After being presented internal documents, he said the company previously set a goal to increase the amount of time people spent on Instagram, but gradually moved away from that approach. Zuckerberg said he believes in the basic assumption that people use something more if it's valuable to them. The failure of Meta's age verification policy also came under the scanner, reportedly, considering that the petitioner signed up on Instagram at the age of 9. Although Zuckerberg expressed regret over his firm's slow progress in identifying underage users on Instagram, he claimed that improvements have been made, but he sought to pass the buck to Google and Apple to ensure age verification at the handset level. However, many of those who attended the hearing and parents of teenagers affected by social media reportedly were not impressed by Zuckerberg's defense, accusing him of trying to obscure the truth. Listen to this.
What we heard today was what they taught me in law school was the term pettifoggery, which is how do you wordsmith things around to change reality? How do you use high-handed prose to obscure the truth?
You see, this case has wider ramifications. Beyond Zuckerberg's version, let's also look at what Meta has done to actually address digital addiction among children. In the year 2024, it announced a collaboration with the National Parent-Teacher Association, for example, to host Screen Smart workshops in cities across the US to guide parents and caregivers on age-appropriate online habits, reportedly. It also has a safety advisory council comprising of internet safety organizations from around the world who provide expertise on issues related to online safety. These are just some of the examples. Some numbers now. As per estimates, an average Instagram user is now spending 27 minutes a day, reportedly, watching Reels. According to a Pew Research survey, about 1 in 5 US teenagers aged 13 to 17 constantly use social media. Additionally, 55% of them visit Instagram at least once daily, reportedly. Meanwhile, Instagram and Facebook have grown exponentially. They boast a cumulative user base of 6.70 billion and have surpassed TikTok, reportedly, as they are estimated to have a yearly revenue of $50 billion from Reels alone. Why are platforms not being able to use AI effectively to ensure digital safety and age-based access, for example? And it remains to be seen whether this trial gets us some change on the ground.